Hey, Los Angeles, a city of beauty, a city of history, a city of diversity. The landscapes, the cultures, the ambience. I embrace it all.
Hey, Los Angeles, a city of inequality, a city of brutality, a city of anxiety. The violence, the discrimination, the unjust regulations. I resent it all.
How can such a safe haven,
Also, be a dangerous wilderness. How can such a dangerous wilderness,
also be a safe haven?
Los Angeles,
A unique metropolis. Los Angeles, a unique metropolis. A place where there's so much to see and even more to do. So many roads and highways that the citizens could take from city to city. The historic landmarks, each representing a time period of the city. The various theme parks, museums, parks, recreational spaces, special events, the food and drinks. So many people who share their unique talents to the world. Poetry, abstract writing, the performing arts, music. The list goes on. This is a city with sunny shorelines, snowy mountaintops, valleys, and commercial areas. One with so many buildings, each with a unique architecture and their unique designs. The sports and recreational activities. It's safe to say that Los Angeles could never be a dull place.
LA's commotion and hustle of everyday life is something that keeps it alive. A place with such a diverse environment. A city of individuals coming together to celebrate joyful occasions, spend quality time together, and embrace one another, regardless of one's social or ethnic origin. A city with a history of individuals who have shaped the metropolis. Groups such as the Zoot Suiters, who showed it's okay to express oneself, to not let others hinder our identity. The diversity among all Angelinos has shown the importance of embracing one another, despite one's race, sexual orientation, religion, disability, and individuality. Angelinos are lucky to experience this every time.
Hey, Los Angeles.
Thank you. You claim to protect and serve, but instead, you overwhelm and scare.
You claim to provide, but instead, you deny.
You claim to rehabilitate, but instead, you label and profile.
You claim to bring justice, but instead, you bring oppression. A community cultivated by people of different backgrounds. For most, ending up here wasn't a deliberate choice. You don't know half the burdens and struggles from many people's past. Many of your programs and resources that claim to provide aid actually turn this community away.
Why? Why deny resource and program access to those most in need of them?
Stop resenting the idea of assisting our homeless community. They are a community too. They would greatly appreciate any assistance.
The Skid Row community is human. Why don't we accept them as Angelinos and treat them with the same respect and dignity?
(1992), a time of great distress.
The killing of Rodney King, an event that should have never taken place.
The numerous of people who came together to demand justice.
Angelinos who took the time to educate themselves on the matter and understand the severity of the event.
The pain, the grief, the anger, the resentment. Few of the many strong emotions felt.
A truly dark period for the City of Angels.
The staggering number of individuals behind bars.
The staggering number of families separated from their incarcerated loved ones.
There are too many to count. The numbers are far too high.
Support groups, outreach communities, racial justice organizations. Such useful aids in this calamity. The lack of equities that has been provided for disabled individuals is so intolerable that I cannot put into words.
There will be more takeovers of buildings until, finally, maybe, you'll begin to understand our position.
We will no longer allow the government to oppress disabled individuals. We want the law enforced.
We want no more segregation. We will accept no more discussions of segregation.
Hey, Los Angeles.
We've got work to do.
Hey, Los Angeles. I've known you all my life. I've seen the good, I've seen the bad. I've grown up with you. Although I've seen resentment, I've also seen change. Although I've seen hopelessness, I've also seen resilience. Thank you. Thank you for being the city I've known you to be, for being the city that has shaped me, for being the City of Angels.
Hey Los Angeles, you've been my home ever since birth. From watching Dodger games with my family to exploring the beauty behind your city lights. You've watched me grow up, and in many ways I can say the same for you. I've seen the violence people are capable of. I've felt the anger behind people's words. All of these actions attempt to bring light on the troubles society still faces. But I've seen the city rise time and time again. I've felt the love that this community has to offer. deep down, I know there's hope. LA, thank you for being my home.